gives him the upper hand.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Yeah, that one's good. James has got 8 points here in the quarter.
They've earned 3 of their last 5 points in transition.
And now entering his late 30s, Howard has embraced a new role.
You know what? He's done a nice job, B.A., of adjusting to what his body allows him to do now. Mentally, he's more comfortable and seems to be at peace. And he doesn't have to be the focal point anymore. He's fine being a spoke in the wheel.
And there's James from the arc. Another one falls. Amazing. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone.
Yet another steal from him.
A defensive terror all night long.
And again.
And he is simply uncautious. Nobody can stop him right now.
Boy, the points keep coming, and he's climbing that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight. Curry passes to Thompson. Wiggins outside. 6 on the shot clock. Tip. He swipes the ball away again.
He's stolen his way into the record books.
A new single-game high for steals.
And getting out in transition has really helped fuel this run. And the stop and play, giving the home crowd a chance to cheer his incredible play.
And he's earned it. You don't get all those steals without expending a huge amount of energy.
It is hard to say if I've ever seen a better defensive performance than the one he's had tonight. So many takeaways from him.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Howard. Poole, he's checked in for the Warriors. Davis on the double team. Poole with the ball. 5 on the clock. Outside, Green. To stop the run. That's short off the rim. The Lakers have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter, so yet another bucket.
That score moving him clear into third, all time for scoring.
Well, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished. Nabbing another steal.
He's able to anticipate their every move.
An absolute... He got it again! Sensational!
He is ripping through this defense. It continues his assault on the record books.
And that score moves him into second place for most points in a game. And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
From deep three-point range, another one goes. Incredible! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Poole, the pass to Thompson. Now the Lakers moving it up. Jumps up. Oh, another one falls. That's 91. An incredible feat.
Incredible indeed. This is just a flat-out insane performance.
You know, you talk about best-kept secrets. Talen Horton-Tucker was the youngest player in the 2019 draft and was taken 46th. Looks like he's a steal.
Here's Poole. Rejected by James.
Phenomenal work on defense. James using his athleticism to make a statement with that block.
From deep. And again for 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. Good! Another from 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
And he just can't be denied from deep. Now he's tied for most threes in a single game. Amazing. Outside, Green. Here's Thompson. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Warriors. Payton comes in for Poole. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And there's James from the arc. Connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record and a night that everyone will remember the rest of their lives.
And listen to this crowd, letting him hear it.
As well they should. One of the great three-point shooting displays in league history.
Well, that basket has to look as wide as a swimming pool for him right now, because he is splashing in every three he takes.
"19 seconds left in the third quarter. Knocks it loose. Wiggins finds Payton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. It's stolen by James. Launches it. And good! There's another!
I'm in disbelief. He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
A record that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to amaze. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. Disruptive on the defensive end, playing the passing lanes and protecting the rim. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Golden State, Kevon Looney is out there with Andre Iguodala. Then it's Wiseman, then there's Damian Lee, and it's Payton in at the point. And James launches it from deep. That one no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
Well, once LeBron's hit the rim, you might as well turn your head if you don't want to appear on a poster somewhere, because he's throwing it down with force when he gets to the rack.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. And listening to these fans, they are ecstatic with the way he's filling it up.
Just an incredible game he's having. One to remember for sure.
Boy, tell you what, this is one of the greatest displays you'll see, and not just basketball, any sport. Unbelievable.
Pass to Iguodala, knocked loose, and stolen by Bazemore. James outside, and slammed, dunked by James.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Lee into the lane, and the layup is good off the glass. And Grant, you played for a Suns team that was influential with their training staff's approach. How has sports medicine changed from the early days?
You know, B.A., it has changed immensely. Nowadays, every team incorporates that foundation that Suns medical staff had back in the day. It's all about prevention. It's about recovery. It's the big picture approach to making sure players can not only get through season after season, but have longevity throughout their careers.
To the middle. Here's Lee. Iguodala outside. Clock at 6. It's stolen by James. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. Guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Another thing, they've not only caused a bunch of turnovers tonight, but they've turned most of them into points. They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
The Warriors have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Payton against James. The ball's knocked loose. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Off the charts indeed, B.A. I mean, he's just taking the ball away with ease.
The Warriors shooting a nice 50% for the game. Payton with it. Picked up by James. Pass to Payton. Shot to stop the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. James, that's good.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And it's James with the jam.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Looney, high post. Back to Payton. And featuring Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett. Is the 2020 Hall of Fame class the best ever, Clark?
Well, I'd certainly have to go back and look, but there won't be any classes that would be any better. I would say that. I mean, clearly depending on when some of the all-time greats went in and who were part of their classes in the past, but I would be hard-pressed to imagine or be able to state a class that was better than this particular class. 2009 comes to mind. That had Michael Jordan, David Robinson, and John Stockton. That's a pretty good threesome, too.
Here's Wiseman. The Lakers with a rebound. Horton Tucker's got 4 rebounds now. James against Payton. And yes, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And what a huge performance it was for LeBron James.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
James brings the double team. Inside. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's James with the jam.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
And here's Payton. To stop the drought. Rejected by James. Fires for 3. It counts.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what?